Hi, it's Dr. Leah. I hope you're doing well, blessed and elevating. I got a comment from a young man, Maurice Brooks, and he had a very interesting comment that he left below in the comment section. So I'm going to go and read it so that you can know exactly what it is. But of course, you could read it too, but I'm going to read it. It was just, I was going to go to bed, but it was just so overwhelming. I just wanted to touch on it because it was really heavy on me. And it reads, I highly enjoyed your knowledge and viewpoints, but I wanted to add one element of discussion regarding your viewpoint on we as humans being subject to the laws of the earth. Whereas my understanding is that we, as a soul hexed in matter, or the material world, he means corporeally, of course, are subject to the laws of the earth, but our astral selves, or the melanin, has the ability to interact with the formless stuff in the universe and is thereby able to manipulate the higher laws of the universe and is not bound simply by the laws of the earth. Not being disagreeable, but would like to hear your take on concept. No, not at all, Maurice. I don't think that that is a conflictious or disagreeable statement. It's very valid. I think it's good. I loved it. First of all, let me say this. I wrote some notes down, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Because I didn't want to miss any of the key elements in which he touched on. Now, I made the statement, which I stand by, that we as human beings are in fact subject to the laws of the earth and not the universe. When I say humans, first let me break it down for you really, really quick. The term human, hue, means taken, hewed, and man means earth or dirt. Now, human in Hebrew means Adam or Ha-Adamah. Ha means the in Hebrew. Ha, T-H-E, the, Adam, A-D-A-M, which means man. So when you read text and you see Adam did XYZ, Adam is not a name. It's a noun. Not a proper noun, a noun. Adam means man. So Ha-Adamah means the man. That's what it means. Not a guy named Greg, like Greg was taken from the earth. It means man was taken from earth. That's what Adam means. Dirt or earth. Let me say that first. So we as human beings are earth. That's why we're man, because we're dirt, earth. That's the dust you are, and to the dust you shall return. When the Most High said that, it meant it literally. Okay, that's first. So because we are of this element, and the original plan was for us to be of this element, of and around this element, that is what we are. When I was a kid, I remember hearing adults say, you better be good or you won't go to heaven and become an angel. Are there angels? Yes. But what does angel mean? Now, I don't want to get off the subject, but angel means messenger. That's what it means. That's the Aramaic / Hebrew meaning. Angel is simply messenger. It could be a good one, bad one, indifferent, or undecided. It just means messenger. That's what the Hebrew term of angel means. The reason why I bring that up is because God is not going to make any more people. No more human beings. No more souls. Point blank period. This thing that we call a body is literally a crypt. Like a graveyard. It's a crypt. And ourselves, who we really are, our soul, that breath, that divine spark that the Holy One blew into us and gave us life, that we so eloquently think that we are so intellectually savvy and call CPR, that is what the Most High blew into Adam, or man, or dirt. And that he became, or it became, or man became, dirt became, the earth became, Ha-Adamah became a living, breathing being. Now, there's a part where this young man said he was under the impression that with our melanin, we could transcend realms or whatnot and astral travel. Absolutely. But that's the you that makes you you. That's your soul. that can do that. That's the spirit that's able to do that, not your body. That's the reason why, and down south they used to call it a witch ride. When you go to sleep and you're asleep and you're having a dream, and it could be a good dream, a lucid dream, a bad dream, or just a vision or what have you, and then you feel like you want to wake up and your consciousness is with you, but you can't wake up. You're having an out of body experience. And most people panic. And your soul is about to go back into your body, but it sees your body struggling, and it senses that and knows that. And your soul is without conflict. Your soul is pure. Your soul is a spirit that's unflawed because it comes from the divine. So when it sees that body struggle like that, it doesn't want to have anything to do with it. But once and if you relax, just calm down, breathe, relax, know and understand what's going on, and know that it's nothing, spooky about it. Your body just your brain got the news before your spirit got back into the crypt. Relax, and it'll go back in. But the more you struggle, the more difficult it is to wake up. And if you calm down, and I'll probably do a video about it, and because you realize that you're in that state, that's the best time to exercise as above, so below, and getting things from above to be projected below, and from below to be projected above, so that it manifests. That's the element of manifestation. Okay, so understand when I say that we are subjected to the laws of the earth, I mean we as the body, the physical. But the spiritual, yes, it can transcend and does. And whether you remember it or not, whether you think you dream or not, we do. And dream is a very suspect term. And I say that it's suspect because people tend to think that, like the term angel, that it means something good. That dreaming is something that is not authentic or cannot be authenticated until and if it happens to come to pass. Now, I'm saying dream using the term extremely loosely, but stay with me, please. When you have these situations, you can actually cause these situations to manifest a lot more expeditiously if you, while in that state of having your body in a place where your soul is trying to get back in, and you know that you're dreaming. That's that twilight state where you're not really asleep, you're not really awake, but you're aware of what's going on. If you start to imagine how you want things to be manifested, they will come to fruition a lot faster and a lot more clearly. But make certain that you're certain that you want what it is that you're trying to manifest, because you can't reverse the curse, so to speak. Okay. He spoke about manipulating higher laws of the universe in our sessions of astral travel when we sleep or meditate, because you cannot only astral travel in your sleep, you can meditate and astral travel as well. Okay. Now, understand that here again, we all dream every night. We have I don't like to say dream, because people, it's a very kind of a term that's kind of opaque. It's not transparent enough. So I'm going to say we have experiences on other realms every night, regardless if we remember them or not, whether or not you think you control them. We do. We have experiences on the other realms. We all each are assigned a universe. And that's like another video. I probably shouldn't even mention it. But anyway. Okay. So when we have these particular situations where the young man mentioned that we are able to manipulate, or can we manipulate higher laws? There are no higher laws. Every law is equal. There's no one law that supersedes another. There isn't. They're tantamount to one another. For example, the law of gravity wouldn't be more or less important than, let's say, the law of attraction, or you know what I'm saying? Because every law there is only truly one law. I can break every law down in the universe, and it all will come to as above, so below. So below as above, so within, so without, so without, so within. All that means is what Psalms reads, which is basically what goes around comes around. It's the same thing. No matter what goes up must come down. Oh, well, you fly an airplane. Yes, you fly an airplane, but it still has to land. It has to come down at some point. Even satellites, they have to come down at some point. If you jump up in the air, you have to come down at some point. So the law hasn't been defied. It's just been, I don't want to say manipulated, but I'll just say it has been together. It's been commingled together in unison to create the appearance or the illusion of something else. For example, if someone asks me, can you bake a cake with flour? Do you bake a cake with flour? And if I say yes, and you go in and you get flour, exclusively flour, and put it in the oven and open it up an hour or so later, and you don't have a cake, you say I lied. But then if I say if I say no, that you can't bake a cake with flour because you need other ingredients, you say I lied. It's about taking the elements and working together with them. You have to have a balance of ingredients to do that. So it's not about the eggs are not more important than the flour, the sugar, the extract, and all the other ingredients that go into making a cake. They're all equally important to make a cake. Okay. Now, it's another example that I want to use is this. Let's say oil and vinegar. If you have oil, the compound of oil is to stay together because it's all the same composition. Oil is oil. And then you have another flask of, let's say, vinegar. Its composition stays together because it's the same, and then like attracts like. So it's going to stay together. The vinegar is going to stay together. The oil is going to stay together as long as they're separated. That is a law. Point blank, period. But when you commingle those two elements, those two compounds, it's no longer oil, it's no longer vinegar. It's now salad dressing. Then you can shake it up, or you can not shake it up, and it's still going to separate. Because that is what happens when you combine the compositions. So if you try and combine the composition of a human being and a soul spirit, you get something totally different. And together, they separate like oil and vinegar, and that's what happens when the body tries to come down. When the soul tries to come down, and the body's there trying to do what the soul is supposed to do, or the soul is trying to do, the spirit trying to do what the body does. It's like oil and vinegar. They separate. And that's the reason why there is a spiritual umbilical cord. Just like one hooked to a mother. We have a spiritual umbilical cord hooked to the Most High. And we connect to it, and we can travel and do different things, and they can affect things there, and then in turn affect things here. So as above, so below, as above, so within, so without. And may you be blessed and continue to elevate. And I hope I answered your question. And I will talk to you and see you all soon.